What up? What up? What up? What's good, people? What's up? It's me again, L Teddy 27, with my Angry Teacher Chronicles, and I'm here for another review. This is going to be our review for The Wire. We're doing our retro reviews, and this is going to be our review for The Wire season 1, episode 7. One arrest, not hour. One arrest. Can't even read my own handwriting. Anyway, so we start off. We got Freeman, Prez, Hurt, and Carver. Now they're listening to a recording, and what's happening is Prez, along with the help of Freeman, done figured out how to break the code. You know, some of the codes that they have when they get on the phone, and also some of the beeper codes that they have. So Prez and Freeman done figured all that out. They done pieced it together and put it all together. They learned that there's a re-up coming, and what they want to do is they're trying to build a case. So they know that Stink is going to be doing the re-up. Y'all forgive me because I done got to the point now where I want to eat now during my reviews because it makes my reviews feel better. It makes me feel better about them, and it makes me happier during the reviews. I mean, as happy as you can be being an angry teacher and doing Angry Teacher Chronicles. Anyway, so what happens is they learn that there's a re-up. Stink is going to be doing the re-up, like either the next day or the same day at noon. So they talk about how they're going to do that. Major Rawls is talking to the old dude, okay? He tells the old dude, listen, I'm doing you a solid. I only kept you in my department being nice to you. First of all, you ain't solved not no case, not nary case nowhere across the city of Baltimore. You can't solve nothing. So I need you to do me a solid and get me some dirt on McNulty. If you can't get me no dirt on McNulty, then you need to go in there and solve some cases. You gonna do something around here. So he was like, damn, because he can't get none on McNulty. So he's relegated to try to solve a case. Next we see Kima, Freeman, Hurt, and Carver. They're discussing how they're gonna take down, how they're gonna, do this whole re-up and everything, and how they're gonna, take everybody down and so forth. They said that they said that what they're going to do is they're going to, instead of getting Stink, they're going to get the Hopper. Whoever the Hopper is, or whoever the other guy is, they're going to get that person because they need to continue to build the case up on Stink. They don't want to get Stink right away because if they get Stink right away and get him on some little bitty shit, he's just going to do a little bit of time and be right back out. But if they can build a case and get him on a lot of stuff, then they have him and they have him down, for count. So that's the plan. Get the other guy. Don't get Stink. So, because they know Stink not going to get his hands dirty like that. So then we see McNulty and Rhonda are down to the judge's office. Now, they only had 30 days for the tap. So Rhonda and McNulty are at the judge's office presenting their case and everything that they need to get another month for the wiretaps. So the judge is brought up to speed and everything. He basically went in on McNulty all about his grammar and how the difference between then and than, THEN and THAN. I love this part. I had to talk about this part because the English teacher in me, this is something that I would do. I have done this conversation with a student of mine so many times. They've done an essay for me or done some writing, and I have to sit them down and do a little one-on-one talk with them, and I will sit them down and say, hey, THEN, THAN, okay? THEN, THAN, going through the difference between the two parts of speech, how it's used, example, all of that. So I had to applaud the writing here and the judge because I know your pain. I've been there before many, many, many times over. Mm, mm. Oh, I guess I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. But these chips are good. Anyway, McNulty is bothered, feels kind of disrespected by the judge. We already know that McNulty is kind of upset with the judge after the whole thing shook down when he told him some information and the judge leaked it to the newspaper after he told him not to. Rhonda ends up leaving because the judge said he would allow the wiretaps. Rhonda ends up leaving. The judge tells McNulty, that was good. The judge tells McNulty that he wants to fuck Rhonda. We already know McNulty already fucking Rhonda. That's a whole different story. So the re-up happens. They spot Stink and the Hopper in the truck on their way to the low rises. So Herc and Carver and another I think it was Sitnor and Sitnor, somebody. They roll up on them with the lights. They make a run for it. They don't even stop. They, try to run for it. Next thing you know, they get caught. They get caught behind a car. The Hopper jumps out with the bag with the re-up. He's running, run through the low rises. In the low rises, he run through the court, y'all. Who you have there? You have Bodie, D, and Poop. Bodie, of course, gets in the way of Herc because Herc is chasing the Hopper. Bodie trips up Herc by getting in his way or whatever. They eventually get him because like 4 or 5 different squad cars roll up on him or whatever. And so they get old boy. And it was a good takedown. Like I enjoyed this scene. This was some good action watching them take down the Hopper. Now I made note that the Hopper had on an eye patch. I was like, that's interesting. Eye patch. Didn't even put 2 and 2 together, as you always have to do on this show. Put 2 and 2 together to make 4. My stupid ass did. Anyway, so the Hopper and Poot and Bodie, I loved the conversation that they had. They were telling them, you got this, you got this. They were trying to help the Hopper. They were like, D, Poot, and Bodie, they were like, you got this. They can't catch you. They can't catch you. You got this. You got this. Now, had it been Herc by himself, probably they would be right. But they had like 4 or 5 cards on them. So it was what it was. Because, see, I think D, Bodie, and Poot probably thought it was just Herc and Herc and Carver. They didn't know that this was a whole operation that was going down. So then after that, we're at the judge's office again, and McNulty tells him about how Daniel stepped up for him and how Rawls is really trying to have it out for him. And so after that, the judge says, listen, you don't worry. You got a friend and an ally over here. Don't worry about it. They did talk about how McNulty was upset with him and why McNulty didn't come to him after the situation with Rawls and with the Daniels. And he said, honestly, I was kind of upset after the whole newspaper incident. So that's what that was about. Stink pages Stringer, and Stringer and tries to tell Stringer that the police got the re-up, and Stringer was like, fuck you doing? Why are you talking to me on the phone about this? You know what I'm saying? Because of course he was at the payphone right by the low rises. They see Stink get on the payphone by the low rises, so they were like, somebody got to get up there and get eyes on Stink, because Stink did page somebody. Somebody got to get up there and get eyes on Stink and make sure he's on the phone. And when he gets on the phone, you got to call Freeman. So Sidnor has to hurry up, drive over to the building where they get on the roof, run all the way up to the building, run up all of these flights instead. He way better than me. And y'all know how I feel about Sidnor. Oh, that Sidnor, honey. Ooh, that's a fine piece of something. Anyway, so he gets up there and he puts eyes on Stink. And he calls Freeman, tells Freeman, I got Stink. And so that's how you hear the conversation with Stink and Stringer. Back down at homicide, old man is trying to figure out a homicide case because, like I said, he ain't got nothing on McNulty, so now he got to, work a case. He can't figure shit out, just like Major Rawls said. So fat ass Sergeant Langford gives him the number to some psychic, Madame Rousseau or something like that. Madame LaRue or well, I don't know the lady name, some psychic. And says, go see her because she can help you. He's laughing because he knows it's a quack psychic. So Bunker and McNulty are down in the projects in the towers trying to figure out or work the case from the Gantt case. So they see this old lady struggling to get her bags up that's going in the building because they have figured out anybody who lives in this building had to see what happened. So they talk to the old lady. The old lady figures out that they're police. She was like, y'all police? Okay, well then come on up. Back down to the courthouse. White boy is about to be go before a judge and be processed and put away for a little bit of time. Before that could happen, the assistant DA is there, putting all his cases together. And he Kima comes in and says, I need one of these. He says, which one? The white boy over there. He was like, really, that one? He was like, he got this, and this. What you want me to? She was like, listen, I need this. He was like, all right. Well, have him, plead guilty for possession, this, and agree that he'll go into rehab or go to NA or something like that, and we'll let him out. So she said, oh, bet. She goes over to the white boy, explains to the white boy everything that he needs to do. He was like, I'm gonna get out. She was like, yeah. Now we know good and hell well he gonna find his way back to fuck in jail again or back to fuck arrested again. All he's trying to do is get back out to get his next high. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. But he can't keep himself out of trouble. We then see Bunk and McNulty talking to the old lady. Now the old lady pretty much confirmed everything that Omar said. That the fact that it was Bird, we know Bird is light skinned, we know Bird is kind of skinny, but Bird ain't no young, he ain't no hopper. So she basically corroborates everything Omar says. Then we back down with Prez and Carver. They getting information from the hopper that they picked up when they, picked them up from the low rises. Come to find out, Prez done figured out this the same little boy that he hit in the eye with the gun that lost vision in one of his eyes. So he goes to Daniels and tells Daniels, and Daniels feels bad. Prez can't even look at the boy. Daniels feels bad. Daniels goes out there and says, you hungry? What can I offer you to eat? He says, I want a Reese's and a tea. So he tells Carver to go get him a Reese's and the tea. Carver come back in with the Reese's and the soda because it wasn't no more tea. So he was like, I can help you. I can help you get out the game if you want a different life. And so the hopper is looking like, you really think a piece of candy is going to make me go with you? Nah, bro. We ain't doing that. We ain't about that life. Nah, I'm good. Anyway, can somebody tell me the guy who played the hopper? I think they said his name. The role he was acting was Kevin Johnson. But what is the actor's real name and what did he play in? Because I swear the guy who is playing the hopper, I know him from some show. I don't know. Now you gotta think this is 2002, so that's 18 years ago. And so he's older now, but something about his lips and the way his face look, I know that face. I don't know what he's been in since then. Somebody help me out. Please tell me because I can't figure it out for anything in me. If you know, please put it in the comment section. Please, comment section. Y'all always do me right with that, so please put that in there. All right, so we back down to the old man. The old man done went down to the psychic, okay? So done went down to the quack psychic. She don't know what she talking about. She done gave him this little figurine, said put this underneath your bed and put it by your ear, and you'll have a case. Your case will be figured out. A mess. So next thing we see, Daniels and his wife. There is some $500 a plate fundraiser, some campaign fundraiser, and Deputy Burrell is there. And Deputy Burrell says, a lieutenant shouldn't have the kind of money where they can just throw away $500 to come to an event like this. He was like, I know, but we know Daniels is really there because his wife. So Burrell, talks to Daniels and so forth. And like I said, we always see this thing where there's Burrell, who's black, who's helping out Daniels, who's black as well. And one hand scratches the other, and they're helping pull the other one up. Burrell is helping pull Daniels up, teach him on the ropes, and show him what to do, which I love. A lot of black folks would not have made it if somebody else that was black did not help them like that. Anyway, he shows him, he doesn't introduce him to him, but he shows him who Clive Davis is. And that is very important because Clive Davis in this series becomes very important later on, okay? I mean, Clive Davis has one of the most iconic phrases from this show. Clive Davis, not Clive Davis, I'm saying Clive Davis, Clay Davis is the one who says, "She." Y'all gonna see it, trust me. Don't worry. You've seen so many memes about it and so many GIFs about it. Listen, Clay Davis is very important to this show. Stay tuned. Anyway, White Boy goes to NA meeting. And then, they're there and they're, celebrating people who have had, they talk about, this guy comes up and he talks about how he struggled and so forth. This guy who looks kind of like a heavy, got the long hair, kind of a little bit heavy set. Pay attention to that guy. He's going to come up again as well. Pay attention to the guy with the longer hair who was talking at first. Then this other guy comes up who has shorter hair. He starts celebrating the people who had, 9 months clean. Nobody came up. 6 months clean. Nobody came up. Lady came up that was 3 months clean. Then he said, anybody who's been 24 hours clean or just want to make a change in their life, you come up too. So Bubbles goes up there, and it seems as if Bubbles was trying to act like he was trying to make a change in his life. You a whole ass crackhead, Bubbles. We know better. We know better. Bunk and McNulty are down at the bar getting drunk still. Bunk basically is telling McNulty here the things that he needs to do in order to get right with Rawls. You need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, and then you can get right with Rawls. You're gonna have to kiss a lot of ass for a little while. And so Bunk and McNulty remembers when McNulty first came to Homicide and Bunk was showing him the ropes and helping him out. And there was this really crass and raunchy metaphor and joke they had about Bunk fucking McNulty. And, it was funny. It was real funny. Bend him over, the fact that he didn't just throw him down in the basement and bend him over the radiator or something like that. She took it easy on me. He was like, because I wanted to make your first time feel good. I wanted you the first time to feel good. And there was great banter there, but I particularly honed in on there was an undertone. There was a racial dynamic and undertone there. It wasn't a bad one. It was a great one, but there was let me know if you caught that racial undertone there. So next we see D goes to the strip club to talk to his uncle and so forth. So when D gets to the strip club, Orlando stops him and Orlando says, listen, when you get done talking with your uncle, come back down and holler at me because I got something that I got this little venture and maybe we can go in together on it. Because he knows, like, remember they had a conversation about the fact that Avon won't let either one of them get higher in the drug game or whatever. So anyway, when they go in that Avon and Stringer them, are giving D the third degree because they're like, wait a minute. You had the raid, you had this, you had that, all these things happening down to the low rises. Who is the fucking snitch? They were like, ain't nobody a snitch. We tight over here. They were like, well, how the fuck are they finding out? Why y'all keep getting hit up? The block is hot. So Avon says, listen, we shutting y'all down. The block is way too hot. We shutting the shit down. Stringer gonna come there tomorrow. He gonna let you know what changes gonna be made. But y'all shut shit down. So they have to shut it down. Avon then talks about, he starts talking to Stink, and he says, they didn't pick you up. He was like, nah. Did they get the license plate of the truck? Nah. And Avon is like, something don't sound right. That ain't normal. And he's trying to piece together. He sees that there's something else going on. He can't put his finger on it, but he knows that there's something else there. So then we got Bubs and White Boy. They right back to getting high. What I told y'all, Bubbles wasn't gonna stop getting high. Mm. When I tell y'all these chips are so good. Mm. Mm. So Bubbles reminds the White Boy that, don't forget, we need clean piss so you can go, to your parole officer. White Boy is pretty much blowing him off, but Bubbles knows and understands, I had to get some favors. I had to do some shit in order to get you out of here. And the point is, the White Boy is, with his white people privilege, is thinking, already got this, I'm already out, I don't give a fuck, I can get out again. Because that's how white people think. Bubbles knows, okay, the only reason you are out is because I had to, rob Peter to pay Paul and cash in favors and all of this kind of stuff with my friends. And I'm over here being an informant for the police, and I could be getting myself fucked up just to save your stinking ass. And White Boy is just really unappreciative, I really think, of all that Bubbles is doing for him. But that's white people for you. We then see Omar in the car with Kima and McNulty, and they're looking for Bird. And they were like, and so Omar schooled them, listen, y'all looking in the wrong places for Bird. This ain't where you find Bird. You need to go to this place to go find Bird. And Bird is cause Bird like to get high, and Bird ain't gonna get high on his own shit. So he tells them where to go and how to get there. He also tells them, listen, when you roll up on Bird, you make sure you have a lot of people, because Bird, he don't mind to nuck if you buck, okay? Get your life and have it together. So then, back down to the low rises, we see Poot and Bodie talking. So Bodie says, where the fuck Poot? I mean, where the fuck Wallace been? So Poot says, listen, Wallace done been spooked ever since he saw Brandon sprawled out on top of the damn car, dead as a doornail. And so he said that shit fuck with him. He don't even come out his room a lot of days because he's just really fucked up and spooked after that. Because Bodie was like, man, that he hit it. He out here, because Bodie was thinking that maybe, he left town or something like that. But he was like, Poot was like, nah, that nigga just spooked. So we then see Wallace at home getting high on coke. He in the room getting high on coke. And he, passes out with the coke. Excuse me. Stringer then goes to the low risers with Weebay. And they tell them, they look around and they talk about it. They were like, everything's shut down. D is like, yeah, we all shut down. What's the plan? So they're trying to figure, they asking them questions. Y'all doing this, y'all doing that. Y'all ain't got no cell phone. Y'all ain't got no house phone. Y'all ain't got this. They're like, nah, we ain't got none of that. So he looked around, he looked at people on the payphone. He said, listen, y'all break all the payphones. Break all the payphones using no payphones. Then he says, if y'all need to call somebody or pay somebody, y'all walk a few blocks down and y'all use the payphones there. Never use the same payphone more than once in a day. And so they go and start doing that. That string is real smart. That string is real smart. Down to the police station, Bird ain't talking. No, I'm sorry. Before that, they get Bird. I skipped that part. They get Bird. Bird is at it's at night. Bird is at some building or whatever getting high. They waiting for Bird to come out, waiting for Bird to come out. Bird comes out. Bubbles is outside doing the hat trick. Bubbles puts the red hat on Bird. Bird throw the red hat off and act like he mad. Now, Bird, who is Bird? Fredro Starr. If you don't know who Fredro Starr is, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway. So Bird You got Freeman and Sitnor, who's acting like undercover drunks on the side of the corner. And when Bird passes by them, Freeman busts him in the head with the bottle. They get him on the ground. All the police roll up. They pick up Bird. They find the gun, just like Omar said. Um, After that, they take Bird down to the police station. Now, Bird ain't talking to nobody. Bird is a whole disrespectful ass. Bird going in. He ain't telling them nothing. Who came in there first? The sergeant came in there. Sergeant Langford came in there to take pictures. He going in on Sergeant Langford. Kima come in there. He called Kima all kinds of dykes and bulldaggers and all kinds of shit, telling her if she take the handcuffs off, he'll fuck her in all three holes. He's going in on Kima. McNulty go in there. He don't want to hear no parts of McNulty. He cussing McNulty white ass out. Daniels goes in there, closes the door, and just starts wailing on him. Just starts beating him down. Daniels. Anyway, so Omar, Daniels was giving him 2 to the head, 3 to the body. We then see Omar, who's there also at the police station. Bunk is there, and Bunk said, "Oh, so you my informant?" So Omar said, "Yeah." Now what is that? Because this is my hat that represents my high school alumni association or whatever. Bunk and is recognized by Omar because they went to the same high school, and Omar was like, "Yeah, you was like a couple years older than me," and Bunk played lacrosse. So they chatted up about being in high school together. So after they made that bond, Bunk is like, "Hey, I need a favor. Can you tell me all you know about anybody who got any homicides we got going on?" So Omar says, "Bet." And Omar starts spilling the beans about all kinds of homicides that they know about, giving Bunk a whole lot of valuable information. One of those cases ends up being one of the cases of the old man. Not the one he's looking for, but another case. So they call the old man. The old man wakes up. They tell the old man on the phone that they got the information on the case. Old man looks and pulls the little figurine that the psychic done gave him from under the pillow and was like, and thinking that it's the psychic. So the old man gets down to the police station and says, "Oh man, I thank you, Sergeant, because the psychic, she helped me out, this, that, and the third, because McNulty and Bunker down there typing up the paperwork for all of these cases, even the old man cases. So they done did all the work for him." So the sergeant was like, "Don't be thinking me and the psychic, though. You need to thank McNulty and Bunker. They the one who helped you out." Even though it wasn't a case he was looking for, it was another case which can get Rawls off his back. So after that, our old man says, "McNulty, I need to talk to you." So old man fills McNulty in about everything Rawls got going on with him. And at the end of the episode, we see McNulty goes down to Rhonda's house to tell Rhonda. Rhonda think he coming over there to bust her down. He was like, "Nah, I need to talk," because he still might bust her down. But I just found out that Rawls is coming for my badge. And it kind of goes off from there. And that was the whole episode. I hope y'all have been enjoying this ride, y'all. So now, me, Jaded, Nerd, Really BTV, and Every Reviews are going to be reviewing The Wire. I believe Jaded Nerd's going to start doing it with us. But my girls, Really BTV and Every Reviews are already doing it. And I think Lil Bro is going to be added too. Y'all make sure y'all check out Really BTV. Y'all make sure y'all check out Every Reviews, and make sure you check out Jaded Nerd. All of the siblings will be doing this retro review, taking this journey. I hope y'all enjoy it. Also, don't forget to tell me who is the guy who played the Hopper. Who is that? I know that face from somewhere. I know he's been in something else. I just can't remember. Y'all let me know. That's all I got for y'all. Until next review, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.